Kylie furlong. I have like a hard time like cutting people off because like I'll just like still see that, like I haven't had to cut anyone off, but there's people that I definitely have like faded. Like I hung out with them earlier on in the year and I don't really as much. Some of my friends like that are younger than me like stopped reaching out, like stopped like as little as it seems, like stopped commenting on my Instagram posts, and it's like that weird like bond drifting. Like at some point it's like you have to stop like holding on to that, so I've kind of had to do that. People that I thought were going to be like my good friends like in the first 2 weeks are like I just don't really like see them as much. Just knowing that like it'll all work out, because like I was having so much fun and stuff, but like I was like a little like wondersome in the back of my mind is like what's gonna happen next. Like I was so worried about like the future and stuff, and like I didn't really need to be. I think welcome week was really fun for me, and like I connected with a lot of people, and I feel like I did what you have to do in welcome week, but I think I was also like really know what like college was gonna be like, because welcome week is not like very college. It's like college, but it's not at all. Like it's its own breed. I guess I worry sometimes like where things are going to be next semester, when like I'm going to be rushing, and like I'm excited for that, but I'm also like nervous as to how it goes. And then also like what about my friends that are in different sororities, or like I stopped seeing certain people, and just like I have a hard time with like bonds fading. Like I just don't like what I wish I could be friends with everybody at the same time, so it's hard like seeing like friendships just like slowly just like fade.
Is that a real tattoo?
It's my favorite song of all time, and the first song that I found by Frank Ocean, who's like my favorite artist of all time. Like I wanted it in a font, but I didn't know what, so my roommate, it's like her handwriting, so she was like, I can write it for you, and I was like, do it. So she wrote it for me. I was thinking that when I was getting it, like self-control itself, because like it's very interesting about how like parts of life is like releasing versus like giving control. It's cool to find like the balance between like when I let loose and I need to have order in order to let loose, getting my routine, and then I go to dance, and then I let loose at dance, and I lose that self-control. And so it's like this constant like a hold and a release of self-control, and finding that your own personal rhythm, because I feel like everyone varies, but I've been trying to like learn it myself. And even when I do go out, you have to have some self-control in order for like safety and just like having a good time. And like sometimes self-control is like following your gut versus not. It's just finding a balance. I feel like I'm trying to become more of a go with the flow person, but I also like in order to do that you have to like control your thoughts.
Aislinn Ahern. I kind of went into it expecting like a lot of work, you know, like it's not going to be high school, whatever, and I kind of knew that. I don't think I was prepared for as much work as I have been doing. The first few weeks are going to feel like you don't have that much work, and then about the third week you're going to get slammed and you won't know why, and it's just going to keep happening, so just prepare yourself for that. I know I want to go be with my friends, but I really have to finish assignments, and it's been a little bit difficult. Like work ethic for me is pretty important, and I'm doing work all the time, but it's hard to keep that kind of like motivation to keep doing good work all the time. I don't go out a whole lot, and when I do, it's only for like a few hours. A lot of people focus on like the party aspect of social life, and I like to form connections with people rather than just go have fun with them. So I feel like I would say a lot of people that I was good friends with at the beginning are not my friends anymore, and I've become a lot closer with the people who are like right here on our floor.
My name's Gabriella Kovac. I had a really different vision on how college was gonna go, and for the most part it was the same, but the workload was a lot. You get a lot more work than you think you're going to. Making friends isn't as easy as people say it is. Welcome week, it's definitely really easy because no one knows anyone, so everyone's just trying to talk to as many people as they can. But then once you get into like the third, fourth week of school, it becomes more like, okay, people are finding their groups, no one's branching out as much, so it's like, it felt like if you didn't find your people within those first few weeks, you weren't finding anyone. So for IFS, I had like a group of friends because it was just us here. And once everyone else got here, we still hung out for like the first week, but we just stopped. Like, I still talk to most of them, like texting wise, but I never see them in person. My current friends, I feel like we don't really like branch out anymore because we just like got so used to each other and we like realized like, oh wow, like we're so alike, we get along so well. So like, as of right now, we don't really feel an obligation to like go meet a bunch of other people because we've just been having so much fun together. Like, I've hung out with these girls every night the last week just because we get along well. So I'd say like just keep a more open mind, I think, is what I've learned, because at home I was so used to what I grew up with, so I didn't really have to be like open-minded about anything because I already knew everything. But here it's like you don't know a majority of the people, so you have to like be open to different perspectives, cultures, everything different about how they were raised or whatever the situation is.